Good afternoon, villagers.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Hello, hello.
It is November 2nd, 2019.
Christmas.
53 days until Christmas. You can see
Yes.
this is the mouse head tree. You can see some of the lights going by. So here, let me go ahead and there you go. Okay. See, you can see the lights kind of like
They're
right
mouse
there.
head.
They're mouse head lights.
Trusty ladder.
Yeah, because of course you got to get them up. Hello, Lena. How you doing? It's going to be hard for me to see again because of the distance and the camera and the things, but please bear with me.
Okay.
Oh, hello, Matt. Thank you for joining.
Okay.
It is November 2nd. Let's see. Ben, send me a burger. I am hungry. Hi, Danny. How you doing?
Yes.
Yes, the tree is spinning. We do have rotating bases.
Yes. We have three trees.
Three trees that rotate, yeah.
Yeah, the crystal, the Disney, and this mouse head.
Yeah, this is the mouse head tree in the master bedroom.
Yeah, we can lay on bed and watch Christmas spin.
No hiding pickles in the Christmas tree, though. Well, we do hide pickles in some trees.
Yeah,
I don't have a pickle for this tree because I don't have a pickle that has mouse ears.
No.
Believe me, if they made an ornament that had mouse ears on a pickle, I would do it.
Yeah.
That would be on this tree, most definitely.
How you
doing?
Why am I trying to move my leg?
Yeah, how you doing? So,
okay.
Pam, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And hello, Noah. Thank you for being here. Let's see. We have we have a few things to talk about today. Also, if you want, I can hang out a little bit longer and I can continue decorating the mouse tree when I'm done with the news.
I'm tidying up things around the house.
Yes.
So.
Hello, Mike. Good to have you here.
So tidying up.
Look at that, Dina the cat. How are you, Pato? Good to have you. Yeah, I can be here for a few minutes afterward. We can see how long the stream can go while I'm decorating, and I can talk to you about some of the ornaments.
But we need to get our daily pleasantries out of the way.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do the daily dose. It's November 2nd, and there are 53 days until Christmas. Nice haircut, Doug. Stacy Rogers said.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I was looking a little shaggy.
So on November 2nd, 1954, Look magazine. It was very much like Life magazine. Hello, Blue Nose. Thank you for being here. So like Life magazine, it was called Look. And they actually gave the readers of their magazine a view of Disneyland in 1954. Of course, this was the first view of Disneyland when it was under construction. Charlie of the Disney Nerd Herders, thank you for being here. Good to have you.
They went to the post office.
So the article included reports of bulldozers piling up miniature mountains for a new product of Walt Disney's fertile imagination, a fabulous playground called Disneyland. That was how the article was written. I would not write it that way, but...
We need to find a copy of this Look magazine of 1954.
Yeah, exactly. We need to find that, definitely.
We do need to find a copy of that magazine.
In 1963, on this day, the Dapper Dans sang with Julie Andrews and Wally Bogue at the Golden Horseshoe at Disneyland's Frontierland. And it was to promote Mary Poppins. Can you believe it? They're already promoting it in 63.
Oh, he promoted stuff like crazy.
Walt knew how to promote things.
He wasn't shy about it. He didn't keep it and let it pimped up. He really wanted everybody to know about it.
It's so true. That's so true.
Well, because things didn't spread like they spread now. Yeah. So, yeah.
So mind you, this is November 2nd. And in 1966, of course, yeah, we all love Julie Andrews too. In November of 1966, of course, at this point, Walt Disney was very sick. And he was going in for an x-ray for an old polo injury that he had. And it was discovered at St. Joseph Medical Center, just across the street from Disney Studios at that time. In fact, St. Joseph is still there.
I think it is still there.
And there are buildings that are built with money from the Disney family.
I think they did. They actually helped build the rest of the hospital.
Yeah, but it was on this day that they discovered a malignant cancerous tumor that had spread throughout Walt's entire left lungs. So,
and then it was like a month and 4 days.
He had been complaining of shortness of breath and pain in his left leg and neck. And although immediate surgery was advised, Walt left the hospital to attend to studio business for a few days.
Yeah, so he pretty much knew.
He knew it was the end.
We love the guy, but he smoked like a train. Oh my God, he smoked so bad.
Yeah, it was constant.
I mean, at a very young age.
Yeah.
I mean, he was only 65. Yeah. And he looked really old for 65.
Yes, he did.
It was really sad.
Oh, thank you, Hike and Deep. I'm glad you like the rotating tree. That's the mouse head tree.
I'll put it off to
That
the
is
side.
the mouse head tree here in the master bedroom.
Yeah, one of the many.
Okay, forward 20 years, 1986. In New York City, now mind you, this was the start of a craze for animated,
Collectibles happened in the mid 80s.
yeah, animated arts. You know, the animation cells, it was huge at this point in the mid 80s. Cece says, now I want my tree to rotate.
Oh, yes. They
Hello?
goodbye.
Is this Mama Mouse or is it Kelly or is it everyone? Hi, Myers and the Mouse. Thank you for citing our name on the cast.
Yeah.
Trevor's cast is awesome. I
So
love that.
sad. I mean,
Yeah, you know, sad the circumstances, but it's so nice that you're able to sign all of our names.
and he was just sitting there putting up with the graffiti.
Oh, it's everyone. Everyone from Myers and the Mouse is there. Hi.
Look at the Christmas tree rotating.
Yeah.
All mouse heads.
It's all mouse heads.
So if you see,
Yeah, we're not quite done with it. Yeah, Doug's going to show you an ornament.
there's zillions of them. So it'd be like this,
He's getting some of the ornaments.
this. Okay, so
Yeah.
it'd be like an ornament like this.
Doug does love his show and tell. So, yeah,
So there's this one, no white gloves.
all.
So it has
Bunch
to
of jingle
have the
bells.
silhouette of a mouse head.
Yeah, it's if it's got 3 circles, 2 ears and a head, it's on the tree.
These discs
So
for
yeah.
mouse heads. And then a ton of these, hundreds and hundreds of these.
No, we don't have hundreds. We
Oh,
have
come on, look at these.
we have a couple hundred of those.
Bed is covered with these.
I guess you could say we do have a couple.
And there's a story behind that. Arnie will do a video on these.
Oh, I will.
I don't know. I've seen that there's a zillion of them. And these, you guys seen these around the park. So anything that looks like a mouse head, this tree has it, and it's what, 500 or 700?
Between 500 and 600 ornaments on this tree.
So like these.
Yeah.
So they're all, this whole tree has nothing
here,
but
let
these.
me get one more thing over here too.
Oh, a zillion of those too.
Yeah. So they don't really make them too much anymore, but they also made antenna balls throughout the last 20 years. And I have about 200 of these. So 100 of them go on this tree and 100 of them go on the Disney tree.
And there's lights that literally are mouse heads.
So yeah,
this thing tree
the
has...
big lights that you see here, those are also from Disneyland. Those are Mickey heads, they're mouse heads. So those lights are on the tree as
Yeah,
well.
about 700 lights, people. Oh my God.
And I have about 40 of those mouse heads on the tree. Well, let me get back to the news here. I'll continue with the
Even the
the
tree skirt has mouse heads on it, but that's,
Yeah.
you'll do show and tell them.
So I was talking about the animation cells that were all the rage. On this day in 1986, in New York City, an animation cell from the movie Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs sold. And it was purchased for $30,800.
I don't have that my kind of money, but I would buy it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Captain Akron, thank you for being here. That's awesome. Also on this day in 86, the voice actor Paul Frees passed away. Paul Frees is
Yeah, we don't talk about dead people, but because he's the
but
Haunted
he's
Mansion.
significant. He's the ghost host in the Haunted Mansion. So yeah, it's a big deal.
It's a big deal. We only talk about the big deal.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
By the way, he also voiced the Pillsbury Doughboy and the Jolly Green Giant. So, you know, those are major voices in advertising.
and his voice is copyrighted by the
Hi,
family.
Amy. Good to have you here.
So, yeah, don't, when you see
Yes,
anything on the video,
You
he's
have a
very
tree
copy-
with mouse heads, you savages.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's rotating.
Thanks, Charlie. On this date in 1989, Walt Disney World announced that they were going to be building Dixie Landings.
No, Port Orleans Riverside went into 2001.
Yeah.
This is when Eisner put all hands on deck. Everything had to be hotels.
Well, they needed a lot of rooms for all those people that were starting to visit. On this day in 1992 at Disneyland, the Mission to Mars attraction closed.
It sat for 6 years?
It sat empty for 6 years.
That's a
whole,
restaurant.
The whole time I lived in Southern California, Mission to Mars building
I have
was
show and tell.
completely empty.
Just
So yeah, it was. It wasn't until May 22nd of 1998 that that building was then occupied again. It happened to be, yes. Everybody, make sure that the like button is lit up like Christmas trees at PTV. Thank you, Mike. Thank you so much, Lil Darlin. Thank you for being here. Good to have you. So on May 22nd, 1998, the building was finally used again, and it became Red Rocket's Pizza Port.
Okay, this is
It was
20 years-
very good pizza,
And
up and pasta and salads, and then all of a sudden the quality just changed in the last few years.
Okay, so this is 20 years old. We actually got it at opening day. It's actually a Coca-Cola cup. Yes, I'm using my gloves. But we actually, this is what the restaurant opened
Get
in
it up a little closer
1980.
so you can see the logo.
Red Rockets.
Red Rockets Pizza Port.
Disneyland. So we actually have that. This thing is brand new, never been open or never been used. So we have this. This is from the restaurant.
Yeah, no, you're right. The restaurant is now called Pizza Alien Planet.
Yeah, from the Toy Story
or
thing.
Alien Pizza Planet, just depending on how you read the sign.
Yeah, I don't.
So, it's they reskinned everything inside the restaurant. They moved the soda fountains from where they were. It's one of the few places at Disneyland where you can get free refills of soda. So people do that a lot. So yeah, that was in 1992. On this date in 1997, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution ran an article called "Save Mr. Toad's Wild Ride."
Didn't work.
It was about that website and the attempt to stop Walt Disney World of closing that attraction. But of course, we know it's now the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Get on an airplane, come to Disneyland. It's there.
Yeah. Let's see, what else do I have here in my notes? Oh, yeah, that's right. Twitter and Instagram. I just put out a picture there to hopefully advertise, get some people here in the stream. Monsters Inc. premiered on this day in 2001.
Really? Did?
Yeah. It was released in the theaters in 2001.
Oh, guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
I saw it with Bobby and Amanda.
I liked that movie. Yeah.
Yes. November.
And then this was also in 2001. They announced that River Country was officially closed. A closed, period. It was the first water park there at the
Animal
resort.
Kingdom opened and
It was the first resort there. First water park there at the resort. And of course, you know, when you've got Blizzard Beach and you've got Typhoon Lagoon, you don't need River Country.
No.
It was just too old fashioned. Not to mention
it was hard to get there.
The water system was completely different. It was hard to get there. Hello, Max Kimpland. Good to have you here.
Of emoticons there. What else?
We have gosh, there was one other thing that I had here. Oh, that was it. Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph was the other movie. Yeah, it was gross. They didn't like swimming with fishes. Stacy, yeah. You know, you really did swim there in that lake, so oh well. Wreck-It Ralph in 2012 was released on this day.
That's cool.
November 2nd, 2012. Wreck-It Ralph in the theaters. So that's all I have for news, for history.
Okay, I was about to say that.
You beat me.
About.
So, about swimming with the fishes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys all
Oh,
can
happy
say,
de los Muertos. Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah,
Thank
it's
you very
today.
much. It is today. Yeah,
Okay.
yesterday was All Saints Day, my brother-in-law's birthday, and Doug's half birthday.
It's my half birthday.
So Doug's going to go continue doing some work. Now, if you have any other questions, I can actually answer some questions here about some of my Christmas ornaments that we have. Now, Doug did show you some things. This particular box I'm going to be putting on. Now, I told you, we use anything that has 3 circles. So something like this. This is just a keychain. So keychains we use as Christmas ornaments. And we have a lot of them for that. And he gave you these little metal, almost like wrought iron. But we have 4 of these, different colors, different finishes. And then he showed you the mirror. This is from 2007. Yeah, and you see in the reflection, you'll see books. More cookbooks from Doug's collection. Pam, she wants a 12-hour stream. One of my favorite mouse heads that we have is actually this one. We got it at Epcot, and it's Spaceship Earth. So, yeah, I definitely, I'm a fan of this one. But I'm a fan of Spaceship Earth and Epcot, so that's a big deal. And then I have a lot of discs. And then, so I have this one, which is the Mickey Mouse Club. And then on the back it says, ho, ho, ho there, Walt Disney World. Yeah, I got this one in Florida. Just like I got this one in Florida. So there's this one. And of course, Cinderella Castle with Tinkerbell. But then to counterbalance that, because I believe in balancing the continent, we have Disneyland. And then this one Has Tinkerbell on it as well, but Sleeping Beauty Castle. So this one's a little different though. It's a little bit of relief. Do you need any pickles from Germany, Epcot? Jeff, I wouldn't say no. We have a lot of pickles. If they have a pickle ornament with mouse ears on it, I would definitely take that. Because that's what I need on this tree here. I don't have a pickle. I have a pickle from my crystal tree. It's actually a clear pickle. A little story behind that. Doug's brother was here at, gosh, I guess it was about 5 years ago. And he was just entranced with the crystal tree that we have. That one also rotates. He couldn't take his eyes off of it. And he heard about all of our pickles that we have on all the trees. But at that time, we didn't have a pickle on the crystal tree because we didn't have a silver or glass pickle. Hi, Sherry. Thank you for joining. So anyway, he saw the tree and he got his phone out and started perusing through eBay. And wouldn't you know it, he bought a pickle right there on the spot. The only thing is that it came from Russia. So we had to wait about 6 to 8 weeks for the pickle to arrive, but it finally did. And we put it with all the other Christmas ornaments. The pickle, we actually have a name for the pickle. We call him Boris. And that's just because the person that sold the pickle to us, his name was Boris. So it's a namesake for us remembering who sold us that pickle ornament. So this tree, let me show you. I'll show you a little bit closer of the up of the tree. So let me get the phone off the tripod here and I'll bring it up. So you'll see, here, let me flip it around. There we go. Hopefully it's all right side up. You can see everything. So I've already started decorating the top. There's some mouse heads up there that are hanging off the branches. And then just come down, you see the lights that are also mouse heads. Artwork in the background, that's actually a piece of art from Disneyland. It's a painting of what the Blue Bayou looks like at New Orleans Square. So anyway, let me get back to the tree here. See, the whole tree is going to have about 500 to 600 ornaments on it when it's all decorated. Here's a tray of some of the mouse heads. And then I have more down there. There are all the antenna balls. Then come over here, and I have more antenna, more of the glass balls that are there, and just a lot of the mouse head ornaments. So various colors. So yeah, I do have a lot of the mouse head ornaments. Those are the ones that I was just putting on the tree. This tray was full. By the way, the trays are just simply box lids from copy paper. We use these to stage our ornaments. It keeps it a lot easier. We can move things around. We can actually unpack a tote or two or three, or in case of the Disney tree, 6 totes. So when we do that, we can just go ahead and unpack all the ornaments at once. And then we put them on these trays and we set them close to the tree for staging. And then we put them up on the tree. So here's the tree. Now, one thing I also want to point out is that while we have lots of things for totes and things like that, we also have a lot of tree skirts as well. So this is the tree skirt. This one, of course, is from Disneyland. But I want you to pay close attention to the tree. You'll notice that tree has mouse head ornaments on it. That's one specific reason why this tree skirt always goes with this tree. It's a mouse head tree, has mouse head ornaments, so even the tree on the skirt has to have mouse head ornaments. So, yeah, we're pretty detailed that way with how we decorate the trees. So anyway, that is the mouse head tree. With the round ornament, I always put them in a muffin holder. Hold them while I put them on the tree. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a very good idea. Oh, thank you, Stacy. I'm glad you like that. I'm a big fan of these. Now, Doug was talking about these keychains. Now, you'll see there's one. It's kind of a tiger stripe. kind of a tie-dye effect on a lot of these. Now you'll notice I have a lot of them. Doug and I were wandering around Paradise Pier at Disneyland. Oh, thank you, little darling. I'm so glad you like the mouse heads. Yeah, they're all on one tree. All 500 to 600 of them. So anyway, Doug and I were on walking around Paradise Pier. And as we were walking around Paradise Pier, I came across a little, well, what he always calls a junk store. So the junk store had a lot of keychains hanging up, and I pulled one off the rack and I said, "Oh, this is cool. I got to have this for my mouse head tree." And thank you, Paul. Glad you like it. So I pulled it off, and then there was another design behind that keychain, and then another, and then another. I kept pulling them off. I ended up buying 70 keychains that day. They were all different designs. I had to have one of each. I'm kind of obsessive that way, but there you are. 70 ornaments like that. So they're pretty cheap. They're only like $2. So
Enable the behavior.
yeah, Doug does enable the behavior as well. So that's not a good thing. So when both of us say, "Oh yeah, you have to buy it," it's a bit of a problem.
You need the whole collection.
Yeah, we need the whole collection, as Doug says. So, well, let me go ahead and get back to decorating my tree. Let me go ahead and put it here on the back on the tripod. And there we are. So everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. Okay, if you want to watch me decorate the tree, I'll go ahead and keep the stream going.
But we can't entertain you all.
No, Doug can't entertain. He's busy with some things right now, and I would love to continue talking. So feel free to ask any questions. What I'll do is I'll open. Okay, Stacy, what I'll do is I will open my iPad, and I will go to YouTube there, and I'll go to my personal account. Let me find it here on my iPad. That way I can look along with some of the other conversations here. So here, let me go to my Switch account. Okay, there we are. And now we're live there. Good. So now what I'll do is keep this available. So if any of you have any questions and things, let's see, I have to get a cup of coffee, but I'll be listening for a few minutes, but I'll be back at ASAP. Thank you, Stacy. Sure, no problem. So I'll go ahead and keep this available. Please ask any questions that you have. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you have regarding how we decorate trees. Zachary, thank you for being here. I appreciate that. There's some names that I'm not seeing here. Let me check the chat. That's one disadvantage that I have of the live stream that you're here. As a matter of fact, even my camera says that I only have one person here in the chat, and I know that's not true because my iPad here says there are 18 people watching right now.
Gosh, really?
Yeah, so
So many people love us.
no, I think it's a flaw in the software. Either that or I have to update the OS on my phone. I haven't updated to iOS 13 yet, so that may be the problem. So I'll have to do that. But yes, Matt, we're making Christmas, definitely. So let me go ahead and set this down, and I will go ahead and keep checking this for questions. Ask away. Ask any questions about what our Christmas decorations of what we have. Oh, thank you, Jellies. Thank you so much. So anyway, I've got to get the ladder here because I was decorating the top of the tree. Let's see. Did you get any more Christmas ornaments today? No new ones today.
No new ones.
But I did get a new one for this particular tree. A friend of mine from work went to Disney's Aulani in Hawaii last month, and she brought a keychain to me, which is a mouse head. So I've got to get that on the tree. As a matter of fact, I've got to go find that. It's in my stash of ornaments that we've been collecting during the year. Oh, Merry Christmas, Sherry. Thank you. Oh, Pato, yes, definitely this year. I don't know how many ornaments we've gotten this year. Any ideas, Doug? Somewhere between 50 and 100 ornaments, I'd say. Everywhere we go, we pick up a keychain or an ornament or some kind of memento. and we use those for Christmas trees. We received Christmas ornaments so far from Mike Wheeler. We received something from Donna Jaworski. Jeff of Dole Whip Dad sent us an ornament, and Patrick of Zippity Doodad sent me a koozie for this and that. That's going to be going on my tree as well. So
That's the YouTube tree.
yeah, that's going to be going on the YouTube tree. So most of the ornaments that people have been sending me through the channel are going to be on the YouTube tree. That is also going to have some handmade ornaments that we're going to be putting together. They're like little flat discs of wood, and we're going to use spray adhesive for different types of paper that you would use for scrapbooking. And then on top of that goes the logo of each channel, and then under that will be the name of each channel. So each ornament is going to be representative of the channels that are very active with our community. So be looking for some of those. And if you have any suggestions for some ornaments like that, please just send me a direct message on either Instagram or Twitter. I do my best to respond as quickly as I can. Sometimes I miss one of them, but I promise I will try and respond as quickly as I can on a lot of those things. Oh, thank you so much. But we're not amazing. We're just who we are. In fact, this is the way I've always been. Just I think about different things. I want to be inclusive as everything. Noah, thank you so much for joining. Good to have you here. Thank you for joining the stream while you were here. What does the tree topper look like? Is it Disney related? Well, actually, I can show you. I have a smaller ornament that looks just like the topper. Here we have a star with a mouse head. So this is actually just an ornament. So I just hang it off of this little loop. But can't wait for you to get my package. Amy, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'll be looking for that. I think Stacy may have dropped the address, but no matter. The address is going to be in the description below. I always try and include our mailing address for mail in the description of every video that we do. So that's what the topper looks like. I haven't put that up yet. It's actually in a separate tote. We keep all of our tree toppers in one tote individually so that they're all together. That way we know exactly where to go for them. They do have a 101 Dalmatians Corella top tree with all the ornaments that are pins. Yeah, that's okay. I'm actually going to be decorating that tree a little later tonight. That's my Dalmatian tree. There are 101 Dalmatians, and all the Dalmatians are toys. Let's see. Yeah, my name, PTV3. Yes, Pam, definitely. Your name is going to be on PTV's tree. Your channels, definitely. By the way, Pam's fam just recently hit 100 subscribers. So congratulations. Congratulations, Pam. And by the way, happy birthday and anniversary. Donna Jaworski, hi there. By the way, Donna, thank you for letting me know that Myers and the Mouse was live and that they were that they were doing virtual signing of the cast. I was so entranced with that video. That was awesome. I liked that. And Trevor's got a cool cast now with a lot of names on it. It's a very good talking point. So let's see. Are you guys getting the candy canes and Mickey gingerbread pillows? I have not seen those yet, Matt.
Yeah, they're out there. We just don't.
Oh, Doug says yes, they're out there. Not here. R. Johns, hi. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Let's see. So anyway, that was the gingerbread pillows and things like that. We don't have them yet. So yet is the word because I'm pretty sure that Doug will probably want to get them. We just have to get ourselves down to Disneyland. But so anyway, tree topper. Let me see. There's another ornament that I have here that I'm pretty fond of. This is another one for the mouse head tree. And it's reminiscent of the ornament from the 50s and 60s. So there it is. It's a little bit oblong for the mouse head itself with a little point at the bottom. But still, it's kind of a good reminiscent model. And the front has a bow on it. So this one was, I think, at Disneyland like 3 years ago. I think we've had this one about 3 years now. But we have thousands of ornaments, and it's sometimes hard to keep track of when I get everything. So we do our best. We try. Now there is another tree that's going to be going here in the master bedroom, and I'm looking directly at the spot where that tree is going to go. And that is that is another theme. And in this case, that theme is trains. Here's another one. Yeah, Doug loves trains, so we put it in the master bedroom so he can stare at it all the time. And so here's one that we have. We got this Walt Disney Railroad
He's dusty.
blow up. Yeah,
The Mickey Dolly,
yeah.
the conductor Mickey from the plush from California Adventure.
Yeah, he's from California Adventure.
Pie-eyed Mickey.
He
very
is the
cute.
conductor of the red car trolley, and he goes on top of the train tree.
And then, of course, you can't have enough train signs.
So anyway, this is one of those train ornaments that we use. Let me get a couple of others here for you.
Yeah, I love trains.
We actually use all kinds of train themed ornaments. So for instance, here's one from Knott's Berry Farm. And it's just a flat metal, but it's engraved and has all sorts of things from Knott's. So that's the train, the Rio Grande and Denver, the Denver and Rio Grande train that's at Knott's Berry Farm. Hello, Juan. Thank you for joining. Good to have you here. Then we have this one. For Doug's 40th birthday, we stayed at a place called the Featherbed Railroad, and they were selling these little rubber duckies there. So we had to have that. Doug had to have that. And then, of course, just your regular brass little train. And then Ghirardelli is a San Francisco tradition. You have Ghirardelli chocolate now at the resorts, but they sell this here in California. I don't know if they're selling it in Florida or not, but it's a cable car. So again, reminiscent of trains. So we make sure that we do that. So yeah, it's just a little cable car train. And then I have a huge collection from Hallmark. And this is just one engine. They have been doing this one for close to 20 years, this collection. Every year they release another engine. And then they started releasing accompanying cars. So you'll get a passenger or, yeah, it's kind of shiny. It's just a gold painted Santa Fe engine. I like this one. And then I have a lot of ornaments and family members from the past. On the nostalgia tree, I'll show you things from World War II. 3 plastic ornaments that my aunt gave my grandmother. My grandmother gave me 3 plastic ornaments from World War II. And of course, they were rationing or anything like that. But I don't know how long my grandfather had this, but because trains are always kept on a strict schedule, and they always have a pocket watch, the conductor usually, you always imagine a pocket watch. So this is Doug's pocket watch from Disneyland. So there's that one. He's got that. And then he has another one here. This is from the Team Center at Disneyland, which is for employees only. So it's a Pirates of the Caribbean. And if you open it up, let's see. There it is. There's the clock inside. So yeah, that's a pretty cool pocket watch. But this one in particular means a lot to me. It may not look like much. It's just a very basic, plain pocket watch. But this belonged to my grandfather. And I'm not sure how old it is. I can only imagine that he probably got this in either the 30s or the 40s. But it means a lot to me. It's from my grandfather. And the ones that are from World War II that are going to be on the nostalgia tree, those are from my grandfather. And I've lost both. I lost my grandfather in the 80s, early 1983. So he's been gone a very long time now, but I still have his pocket watch. And then my grandmother, we lost her in 1998. And She gave me those. That's neat. Is it a compass on the bottom? It's actually a second hand, the second sweep hand there. So if I were to wind it up, it still works. So I can click it like that. And then you might even be able to hear it ticking. Can you hear the ticking? Okay, they do. They can hear the ticking. Yeah, it's a real pocket watch. It still works. So you can take a look at. It's soft, but it ticks. But there's the second hand as it's going by. Yeah. So yeah, my grandfather's pocket watch. So it's one of my favorite ornaments on the train tree. And then of course, because of the Polar Express, you have to have the jingle bell, and I hear it ringing because I believe. Oh, yes, Doug, you believe too.
Yeah,
I believe in the magic of Christmas. So those are the two trees that are going to be here in the master bedroom. Oh, you want to find the jingle bell? Actually, you might be able to go to Hallmark. They usually make a Polar Express bell. You could probably find it there and you'd be able to get it. So, Stacy, fresh cup of coffee in hand. So glad to see that. Stacy, let me show you one more thing. I already showed it to everyone else, but this is for you specifically so you can see it. Stacy, my grandfather's pocket watch. And I think it's from either the 30s or the 40s. So, you know, it's a nice little thing. And it still ticks. You can still make it. Oh, Matt, you're going to go see Harriet later tonight. Good for you. It's like one of the top films of November people are just anxious to see. I'm kind of interested in seeing that one myself. I had better get busy with decorating the tree. So if you don't mind me, I'm just going to start climbing the ladder and put some things up. As the tree is rotating, it's easier to put the ornaments on the tree. So there you go. You can still see me, but hi, I'm still here. But it's easier to put the ornaments on the tree as it's rotating because you can see where the holes are as it goes around. It's a lot easier to catch it that way. And then I'll finish off these little ornaments, and then I'll start working on some of the other ornaments, filling out all the holes in the tree. So this is about it. Let's see. There we go. Now this tree, actually, I've had this tree for quite a long time. I picked up this tree from a now defunct hardware store here in the Bay Area, actually in California itself. The store was called Orchard Supply Hardware, but it was purchased by Lowe's. They promised to keep it open, but unfortunately their business model just didn't work anymore, so they closed the store, liquidated all the merchandise. And the sad part is that we used to get a lot of Christmas stuff there at Orchard Supply Hardware. They had some of the best ornaments and best tchotchkes and decor. It was great. They also had fantastic trees. In fact, I got this tree, was it at Lowe's? Or I may have gotten this one at Lowe's. But I've had this tree a long time. No, actually, I think I got this one at Orchard Supply Hardware. So that's about it for that. Almost done with the top here. I was able to get the top ornaments done prior to the broadcast this afternoon. I love real trees, but doing, somewhere between 26 and 30 trees in the forest, having real trees would not be practical because I would not be able to decorate them all with enough time. Let's see if I missed any questions. Yes, rotating trees are definitely easier to decorate. Max, I'm going to see the Addams Family tomorrow. That's awesome. That's so cool. Go put things up. We love watching you decorate. Thank you, Pato. Thank you so much. But I'm just about done with the top of the tree. Let me stop the rotating here for a second. I just found someplace where I can hang the last of these ornaments. So I'll go ahead and do that. And then I'll be able to get off the ladder and then finish off the rest of the tree from the floor. There we go. Done. So the top of the tree is pretty much ready to go, and then I can fill it in with some other ornaments as needed. Let me go ahead and get the tree rotating again. Now I have quite a bit of these. I have like 6 or 7 of these jingle ornaments, and I usually hang these toward the bottom since they're bigger. And I do, just like Disneyland. Oh, hello, Lena. Thank you for coming back. I would like to buy a Balsam Hill Christmas tree. Blue nose. Oh my gosh. I would love to have Balsam Hill trees everywhere. The train tree is a Balsam Hill tree, so you'll see that one later when I finish decorating it. Well, guess who's going to start Christmas decorating thanks to PTV? All right, Mama Mouse and Kelly, good to hear that. That's great. Pam, I think it was Pam earlier that we were chatting earlier this week, and she said, thanks to you, I really feel the Christmas magic and spirit this year. And I'll tell you, that just touched my heart so much. Christmas is always a big deal for us. Obviously, we do a huge Christmas forest, and we do that not just for ourselves. I mean, sure, I really enjoy seeing my stuff, but I really do it so that I can see everyone out there come and experience this. And now we've had Pepper Tree Villa has been going on since 2016, October 2016. So the first Christmas was 2016. I have a video out there from that year talking about the gingerbread peppermint tree that we have. And for that tree, it's similar in style, of course. It's still the same tree. That one is also a Balsam Hill tree. I put that video together. It was just a narration, no music. It's just a very simple thing. You can still go find that. It's one of our most popular videos, actually. But you can still see it there, and I just talk about it. And of course, the style of the video is a little different than what I do now. But I started it because we started the channel because people wanted to see us cook and bake, and they wanted to see our Christmas trees, especially family that doesn't live close by. So I started doing it. And I had no idea that it would grow into community that we have right now. And I absolutely love hanging with you, my village. It's just so much fun. So thank you for hanging out with me like this. So let me continue. I don't mean to get too sentimental and maudlin, but here, let me keep decorating. Here, I'll bring this up a little closer too, so you can actually see as some of the ornaments go on the tree. But in this case, these are real big ones. I'm not going to put these ones on because that's what I was going to tell you about Disneyland. If you walk down Main Street at Disneyland, you don't get the same experience in Magic Kingdom in Florida. Florida, everything is full size, everything's big. But at Disneyland, because of the lack of space, they used forced perspective. So when you walk in the store, it's not actually 100% size when you're walking in the door. It's more like between 80 and 90%. And then if you go to the second floor, it's a fraction of that. And then the third floor is even a fraction of that. So it gives you the illusion that the building is actually taller than it is due to forced perspective. Do the same thing with Christmas ornaments. I put the ones on top that are smaller, and then as the ornaments progress down the tree, the ornaments get larger and larger. So take a look at some trees out there and you'll notice that now that I've told you that little secret. You'll see what I mean by that. So I never hang big ornaments off the top of the tree. The top of the tree is always reserved for small ornaments. So Dreamers Empire Dean, thank you for being here. Everyone, that's Dean. Dean of thelifeplace.com.
Oh, that's Dean.
Yeah, so everyone, if you have not visited, please go and check out thelifeplace.com. Dean is a fantastic webmaster. It's a depository for over 70 family-friendly channels on YouTube, and he puts it out there and helps us advertise our channels every week. So Dean, thank you so much for what you do. Yes, Dougie, I totally agree. Dean is an absolute king amongst men. Totally. I totally agree with that. So Dean, thank you so much for everything you do. Look at that. 74 channels now. That's fantastic, Dean. That's awesome. So anyway, check out thelifeplace.com. You won't regret it. There's so much out there. And it's not just Disney. You'll find cooking and travel, just lots of different like crafts and things. It's a great place for family friendly content. So let me get some of my other ornaments here so I can start hanging them up. Hold on just a second. And I told you I have these. I have a very specific spot that I usually put these on at a certain level. So I'm gonna put one there. And because I have two of them, there's one that's gold and one that's red. I put them, because they're similar in design, I put them on opposite sides of the tree, so that as it rotates, you see it come around and then again and then around, instead of having them right next to each other. These are very special, detailed mouse head glass ornaments. So these are very fancy glass, so like the old time glass blown shiny bright ornaments from the 60s. Only Disney did these fantastic ornaments with mouse heads, and I'm so glad about these. I love them. Let's see, what do I have here? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 different types in this particular box. So that's about 40 some odd ornaments I've got. I've got about 100 of these for this tree, and I'm gonna put about 24 of them on the crystal tree as well. Though of course the crystal ones are not any colors, it's just all clear glass. So I like keeping the theme consistent there. The only color that you'll see on that tree happens to be maybe an accent on a specific crystal ornament from Swarovski, or maybe the ribbon from specific ornaments, also Swarovski. They have like dark blue ribbon and maybe some silver ribbon on some of the snowflakes and stars that we hang. I have this year, I just picked up 2019 for Swarovski at Costco. So I have 19 of those stars now because I started in 2001. You'll see the crystal tree going together in a couple of weeks. This is November 2nd, so November 16th, it's on our calendar. It could be either the 16th or the 23rd that I have a calendar. No, I think it's the 23rd that I have a calendared to do the crystal tree. I try and do it the Saturday before Thanksgiving. We take out all the lamps in the family room at that point, and then that Christmas tree becomes the light for the room. So we try to minimize the impact on lights at that point. So yeah, it's going to be the 4th Saturday, so the 23rd. We'll be doing the crystal tree this year, and I'll make sure that you're there with us so you can see the crystal tree being decorated. And I might even do a time lapse of it. I think I might actually have a time lapse of it so I can give you an idea of what it looks like to put lights on a tree and also to decorate a tree. So I'll post that now that we're getting in closer to Christmas. I might use that video for Vlogmas because I'm going to need a lot of content for Vlogmas. Ben, Doug, and I have committed ourselves to doing Vlogmas, including 12 days of cookies. For those of you that know of networking sites like Pusha Studios, I talked with the missus at Pusha. Oh, Crystal Tree, how beautiful your branches. Yes. Vlogmas, definitely Vlogmas. So I promised her that I would be doing 12 different types of cookie for the 12 days of cookies. And so I'll make sure that all the recipes are available. I want to try and get those videos done early in the month so that if you want to download them from my website, you can go ahead and download the recipes from the website. And I'll try and make sure that the recipes are there posted on our website for your ease of download. I'll just make sure they're all PDFs so that you can download them. So anyway, let me get back to decorating this tree. I take each specific type of ornament, different colors. Like for instance, I have peppermints. I have these colored ones with gold stripes. I have another set of fancy ornaments that are painted and have glitter. So I try and put them all on at the same time so that I can space them out evenly. So you're not seeing a whole clump of all the same ornaments all on one part of the tree. Christmas cookies, yes, definitely. I'm doing a lot of Christmas cookies this year. 12 types, that's a lot. Not a record. Our record is 16 types, and we did that all in one weekend once. So We'll see how we do with the filming of these videos because we'll probably have to do like 2 or 3 cookies in the same day or the same night. And then I'll just edit the videos and upload them so that you've got them for Vlogmas. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let me go ahead and keep decorating. So, one thing you also want to do when you're putting Christmas ornaments on is sometimes you want to get them inside so you give your tree an illusion of layers. So as I put these on, some of them are on the outside, but I also put some on the inside. So you'll see them kind of like tucked in. It gives the tree depth and character as you're decorating the tree. And then, because it's an artificial tree, sometimes I'll just bend branches as I want them. The tree does kind of like bend to your will as you want to put ornaments on the tree. So that's very helpful. And it really doesn't matter how many ornaments you have on your tree. I prefer a lot of ornaments, but you can have a very nice looking tree with very few ornaments and just augment it with ribbon and garland. So you can do that. Now, I'm not sure how many ornaments the YouTube tree is going to have, for instance, because that's going to be a new tree for us. And as we're putting it together, we're going to be kind of improvising. All the ornaments that we're going to be getting through the mail right now, because like I said, we've already gotten about 10 ornaments so far in the mail from our community. Those are all going to go on the YouTube tree, but then we're also making ornaments, and then I'm also making garlands. And the garlands are actually going to have all the names of everyone that subscribes to me on Instagram. So the last time I checked, I have 400 some odd subscribers on Instagram. I'm hoping to get to 500 sometime very soon. Let's see. You must have many trees. Dean, right now we are at 25, but we're going to try and do somewhere between 26 and 30 trees this year. I've got an idea up my sleeve, so we might be able to get close to 30. But Ben and Doug don't know about all my ideas sometimes. I just try and keep things close to my heart before everything just kind of like explodes. And but as it turns out, we're starting to work smarter, not harder with a lot of these. I can show you another time, but we've shown it before. We have our dining room decorated, and on top of the hutch, we have a whole bunch of poinsettias on top. Last year, Doug made these bases out of foam, and he started sticking all these poinsettia flowers into the foam. So now it cuts in half, so you can take one part out, stick it in its plastic wrap bag, the other half in the other side. I just stick those in the attic, and when it's time to decorate the top of the hutch, instead of Doug taking 2 hours to do it, now he can do it in a matter of 10 minutes. So it's a lot easier, a lot faster. Like I said, smarter, not harder. Think of ways that you can do anything that you can to cut down the time that it takes to decorate your house for Christmas. Because you don't want to spend all your time decorating. Yeah, sure, I love the decorations, but I don't want to spend all my time decorating at Christmas time just to take it down in 2 weeks. That's why we have it up before Thanksgiving. It'll all be ready in Thanksgiving. That way we have time to do other things we want, like go to parties, host parties, bake cookies, watch Christmas movies, enjoy family get-togethers. Just lots of stuff that you want to do during the Christmas season, but you usually don't have time because sometimes you wind up spending a lot of time decorating a tree, or trees in our case. So sometimes it just takes time. Anyway, I hope that helped. Let me get this one last ornament here. And there, ready to go on to another color. Okay. Now, you'll also notice we try to keep our hooks consistent as possible. So you see this little brass hook? We actually get these at the Hallmark store. So all of our ornaments have the same hook. That way it's easy on, easy off. You know how to hold it. You know how to stick it on the branch. There's no guessing as to how things go. So it actually helps to have a very consistent hook. I know that sounds pretty detailed, but that's just the way I like to do things. Now there are other trees where we have another type of hook, and these are, believe it or not, just a simple green hook that we get at Target. For that, usually Target sells these really long green hooks, and the ornaments will hang, sometimes like 3 inches below where the hook actually starts and stops. So that's a lot of space, and you get a lot of space on the bottom, but sometimes you don't want your ornaments to hang that low. So what I do is I will take those wire hooks, I will cut them in half, and then I will actually form a little hook myself. And when you do that, you can stick that tiny half hook at the tip of a branch, and it actually looks like the ornament is hanging off the branch itself, not on a hook. Oh, going out to video outside for a few minutes. Thank you, Lena. We'll see you soon. So it's actually helpful, especially when it comes to the crystal tree. The crystal tree has icicles, and those icicles used to hang, sometimes in some cases, like 4 to 5 inches below the branch. And it looked a little awkward because the icicle would just kind of be floating down below. But since we created those little green hooks, those little hooks hang right on the edge of the branch, and it looks like the icicle is hanging right off the tip of the branch. So it really creates an effective illusion, so it looks like the tree has ice on it. It's really cool. I like that effect. Let's see. Okay. And up over here. So I've been talking a lot. I haven't even been reading the questions. Let me see if I can get the questions here if you have any questions. Hey everybody, blah, 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 blah. It's never too early for Christmas, Matt. I totally agree. It's never too early for Christmas. Let's see. Is that star-shaped ornament the one that looks like the topper? I missed it when I was getting my coffee. Yes, Stacy. This topper looks exactly like that, except that it's just bigger. And let's see. Yes, Toy Story and Frozen things are at Home Depot right now. And there are also some ornaments. I haven't been to Target yet, but Target always waits until at least November 1st to put out Christmas decorations. One year, their customer base really complained because Christmas was in their stores and it was mixed with the Halloween decorations and costumes. So people complained. Target listened and they said, we won't do that again. We will make sure that Christmas is put out after Halloween is done. In the meantime, of course, Thanksgiving gets lost in the mix, but people really don't decorate too much for Thanksgiving. So, hi, Rachel. Thank you for joining. So, just go ahead and keep decorating. How are things going in there, Doug?
Oh, swimmingly.
Good. Doug is organizing his library to make sure that all the books fit, and he's getting a lot of success.
Oh, I'm getting major success. I think you're going to be completely surprised.
I'm sure I will be. I'm sure I'll be very surprised.
Oh, here's that. Here it is.
You found something?
Oh boy, did I.
Oh, good. I'm going to go ahead and put this one on the tree because I want to make sure I have enough room before this one hits. This is a 50th anniversary for Disneyland, except that it's not from Disneyland. It's from Walt Disney World for the happiest celebration on Earth. It was a little awkward. A lot of people that went to Florida that year did not understand why is there 50 on everything? Why are they celebrating gold? Because a lot of them had never been to Disneyland. So they didn't understand. For us on the West Coast, it was a huge deal. So when a friend of ours, Jennifer, was going to Walt Disney World, she brought one each to Doug and me.
Oh, one broke.
No.
We have two of them?
We have two of them.
No, we don't.
Yeah. We have one that goes on the Disney tree and one goes on the Mousehead tree.
Really?
Yeah, we still have we have both of them still.
Shut up.
So I'm a little more intimate with my ornaments than Doug is.
Yeah. I'm a little more sickly at it.
So yeah, they're a nice. I found a nice big hole. That's a wonderful thing about big ornaments. Sometimes you can have them hanging off of a ribbon like that, and it will fill a big hole. So, like I said, I try to be as consistent as possible with ornament hooks. Sometimes it doesn't work that way. Sometimes it's best just to have a string. Oh, thank you, Mike. I'm glad you like that. Sometimes it's great just to have a nice big ribbon so they can hang and fill a hole. It's very helpful. And like I said, you can always bend branches on an artificial tree. There we go. Oh, thank you, Lena. Let's see. As the tree is rotating, you'll eventually see the 50th anniversary ornament there. Okay, let's get that there. And then let's see if I can bring this down so you can actually see it. See? Right there, you see that mouse head ornament as it's going around, and it fills a hole there in the tree. So. A lot of people find decorating a tree. Oh, Robert, thank you for being here. It's my friend Robert. Everyone, please say hi to Robert. Make him feel at home. Welcome to the village, Robert. Let's see. There we go. Okay, here we go. So let's see. Almost done with this particular style of ornament, and then I'll start working on another color. There we go, and in there, and there. Now, I do have, like I said, I have a box of antenna balls. And they're all like the 50th anniversary again. This one is from World of Disney in New York City when the store was open there. I even have Mickey with a rain slicker. And so these are going to be probably some of the last things I put on because they actually go on the tip. I'll show you how one looks. And I'll leave it on, but being that's an antenna ball, there's actually always a hole for the antenna on the top. I bend the tip of the branches that stick out the furthest, and I just bend it down, and then I stick it on like that, and there it is. The antenna ball's one of the ornaments on the tree. And I do that up and down the entire tree. So I have about 100 of those. Again, 100 ornaments, and that's going to be the last layer. I always do start on the inside, so that's why I have the lights on the inside, and then I start to layer the other glass ornaments on the inside as well, so that gives me room. Once I get bigger ornaments, I can put them on the outside or on the tips of the branches along with the antenna balls. So, yeah, so let me continue with some of these. I've got this tray about halfway done. And then, oh, that one needs a hook. So I'll have to set that aside. We usually have hooks on all the ornaments, but sometimes one just gets lost in the shuffle. And there we go. A lot of people find decorating their tree to be a chore. But being that we have so many, Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lena. Thank you. I'm glad you like that idea. So, I was saying a lot of people find decorating the tree to be a chore. They say, I just don't have the time. I find it therapeutic. And it's also one of those things that I pull out ornaments and it makes me think of other people that have given them to me or some kind of event that brought on the purchase of that ornament. It ends up that about half of the ornaments are gifts and the other half we buy. Just the way it works out. Because people know that we love Christmas and that we have so many trees with so many different themes, we're most likely going to find a tree for the ornament to go on. Have you ever heard of an ornament fall? Did one fall? You ever heard an ornament fall? Yes, I have heard ornaments fall, but one did not fall this time. That was actually Doug putting books on and off a shelf. But yeah, sometimes ornaments will fall. We decorate a lot where it's soft carpet. So if an ornament does fall, it generally doesn't break. If it does, we actually have a tray that we set aside. We call it triage. Right now, we have about 12 ornaments off to the side that require repair. So Doug will sit there, take super glue, and put that ornament back together. Now, if it's one of these glass balls like this, if it breaks, oh well. I have more just like it, fortunately. And Disney has not been doing as many as they used to. So if these start to break, excuse me, if these start to break, I may have to replace them. Oh, Doug is making everyone gasp for air. Yeah, it was not an ornament falling. That is a good thing. But if it does break, at least I've had it for years and I've been able to enjoy it. Living in California, you kind of learn some of those things. You know, like we just had an earthquake a few weeks ago. Something may fall and break. I had something fall at my office. It didn't break though. It was just a plush animal from Panda Express. So a little panda sticking out of a box. He fell off the shelf. No damage. No harm, no foul. But in California, you just kind of like understand. At least I had some time with anything that I had. It brought me joy. If it burns, if it falls off a shelf and breaks, if someone steals it, at least I still had time to enjoy it. So I don't get too attached to material things like that. I mean, sure, I have a lot. I really do. I'm excessive with Christmas, but that's by choice. If I had a fire and I lost everything, I'd probably start collecting again. But it's everything is temporary like that. You know, things aren't meant to be forever. So if I happen to break something, oh well, at least I had some time to enjoy it. So, let's see. Let me get some bigger ornaments on here. Oh, thank you, Kay. You have to kind of be realistic about things. So, oh, one other thing that's really kind of cool. Now, I want you to notice right down, let's see, my finger point, right there where my finger's pointing. Okay, that's our electric outlet for this particular base and tree. Let me show you something with this. It is on a remote system. I think the remote is here, or did I put it out somewhere? Yeah, here it is. Now we have from Amazon, we bought these remotes. And these remotes are pretty cool. Now watch when I press a single button on the tree. It turns off the whole base. And then I can just turn it on as easily as I turned it off. Having these remotes save a lot of time for us, especially when we go to get things ready for a party. We don't have to sit around and flip 26 different switches. We actually have one single button on the remote and it can control all the trees on the one thing. You see, Mike, you're right. You had to look at life the same way after you had your fire. Sure, you lost your Olaf collection, but you know what? You had your Olafs for that time. You still remember them. Sure, you may not have them, but you can always replace them. They may not be the same, but you'll still have Olaf. And you have all those memories of it too. So, I think it's just a practical way at looking at things. So these, I make sure that I put them on evenly spaced. I try and go put all of the bell ornaments on the bottom branches, almost on the same tip as it goes around the tree. So you'll see a lot of these little jingle bell ornaments on the tree, hanging in at about the same spot on every branch as it goes around. So let's see. And it's really cool. The rotating base is so awesome. What I really like about it is the fact that the tree brings the branch to me instead of me having to go around the branch. Let me bring this down just a little bit more. There we go. And I'll bring my iPad down so I can see the questions. Let's see. I lost my Christmas decorations when my mom's shed roof fell in from snow. But it was just that this year I got brand new stuff and make new memories then. Exactly.
Yeah.
Jingle bells, jingle, jingle all the way. Thank you. So let me get this one on. I'll get another one on this branch. And that I think is
reindeer.
I missed a branch, so I'll have to wait for that to go around. I know I have 7 of these. 6 go along the bottom, and then 1 goes on the second row of branches, somewhere about here. So there we are. Oh, I'm sorry. Not 7, I have 9. Apologies. So, stick that on. And then here's the branch that I missed. So, this goes on like that. By the way, Ben is not here today. He needs some time to do his own Christmas tree at home. As a matter of fact, you might be seeing him decorate his tree. I don't know if he's going to be live streaming it or not, but I heard that he's going to be doing something about that. He wants to show you his Christmas trees as well. He does 3 of his own at his house. So there we go. There, all my bells are on. Now I go for the mini bells. This is just covered in bells. It's a lot. So let's see. I'm talking about jingle bells. Make sure that the bell is right. Oh, thank you, Mike. Thank you so much. And let's see. Yeah, the bad part was lost the paper decorations my daughter made in preschool, but I remember them. It's just stuff. You learn that there are more important things when you're homeless. You know what? True. Very true. Here we go. Stick that in there. And then just like the other bells that were on the lower branches, these I also spaced on about the same spot on the tree so that as it goes around, you'll see a different color. It's the same style ornament, but it's a different color.
You know what? It's not going to happen.
Not going to happen. Okay. Doug's talking about something with the book collection at the moment.
Yeah, the collection is Superseding.
So if you have any more questions, feel free to ask. I love talking about Christmas and the Christmas decorations that I do. I don't get to talk with many people about this because the people that are here to decorate, my family, they already know how I do things. So it's nice to be able to share that with my village. And then once this tree is done, I'll be working on the train tree. We want to make sure that the trees here in the master bedroom are done. Doug is just about ready to get that space ready for the train tree. We bring in a table that we have in the office normally. It sits here in the master bedroom, and it's a tabletop tree that stands. It's about a 4 to 5 foot tree, but because of the table, it ends up being closer to like 6 or 7 feet tall because of the tree.
There's so much dust in this house.
Yes, there is. We have to do a lot of dusting cleaning. That's one thing about the way we do our trees and our decorating. It forces us to do a lot of cleaning. So we always get a thorough cleaning of the whole house twice a year at least. And that's when we start the decorating, and then when we tear everything down, we get a thorough cleaning again. So we do a thorough cleaning at least 4 times a year where we dust everything, we move furniture and vacuum everything. We try to keep things clean as much as possible. Arnie, would you be a guest of the live stream with me in January to talk about Vlogmas? Lena, I would love to do that. Please, let's go ahead and schedule that. Just let me know what your schedule is like, and I would love to be on your channel to talk about Vlogmas and the experience. That would be awesome. Train tree, does it have a track on it? We've actually had a track underneath it before, and we bought a tree once, a train that had a track that you could attach to the trunk, but it didn't work out too well, so we had to return it. But I really did want to have the train going around the tree in the center of the tree, like right about here. It would have been really cool to have the whole track around the tree, but it just didn't work out. But we do keep a Lego tree under the Disney, well, I might do the Disney train this year under the Disney tree. And the Lego train I might put under the nostalgia tree. And I'm thinking about putting a monorail train under one of the trees too, but it just depends on space. So we'll see how that works out. Yes, Pam, that's right. We do. We have at least, we usually do about 2 trains under the trees. Let me go ahead and get these on, since these are somewhat big. And when you're decorating a tree, don't be afraid to move an ornament. If you find another ornament that you have in your collection that you think would look better in that space, do not hesitate to move an ornament. Some people, I don't know why, but they hesitate in moving ornaments around. I'm forever, well, the term my niece uses is faffing. That's from Britain. So it means that I'm constantly futzing with my tree. But she says faffing. And so I'm constantly faffing with my trees. There we go. And I wish I had more of these. I really like the mirrored ball look. Ah, did Walt, hey! Walt, I'm glad to hear you put up your tree today. That's great. That's fantastic. Let's see. I don't want this one. Yeah, I wish I had more of those mirrored balls. I really like them. They reflect a lot of the light. One thing also about this tree, you'll notice the lights don't twinkle, but it looks like they do because as it rotates, of course, the light goes behind branches. No ornaments yet, but the tree is up. Plus the house is in the process of being decorated as well. It's been a fun day. Walt, that's a perpetual state for us. Decorating for Christmas happens everything. It used to be just the end of October to Thanksgiving, but as certain commitments have come up, we had to push it back further. So we actually started putting lights on some of our trees back in September. Pretty wild. But now we're starting to finally decorate the trees. And not all the trees are out yet. We will be doing that pretty soon. But the last trees to go up are generally 2 trees in our family room. That's where we spend most of our time. So those are going to be the nostalgia tree and the crystal tree. And there's a 3rd tree in there as well. That's our gingerbread peppermint tree. But that one can go up anytime. It doesn't really get in the way. The others do because they actually take place of side tables that have lamps on them. So I want to make sure that we have light in that room as much as possible. So we're not going to be doing those trees until last minute, which is for us the Saturday before Thanksgiving. Oh, I'm almost done with this tray. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I can put this one here. There we go. And I can get these. Yeah, let me go ahead and move this up again because the last ornaments that I have are going to fit up here in the middle of the tree. And here's another one from the 50th anniversary. I went crazy at 50th anniversary. I probably have, probably about 40 or 50 ornaments with the 50 on it somewhere on various trees throughout the house. We just went crazy for Disneyland's 50th anniversary. Let's see. There we go. Okay. And then this one can go right here. There. Another box lid done. Okay, let's see. How are we doing with this? Oh, Mike, thank you for dropping that video. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's from 2016. And I just do a narrative. I just talk about the tree itself. The tree has changed just a little bit, and that's just because we've gotten additional ornaments for it. We have the initials PTV that go on it now too, so kind of fun. And those ornaments are, of course, red and white for peppermint. Okay. Do that, and let me see. Oh, yeah. I'll get some more of these glass ornaments on. I like to get these nice medium-sized ornaments on as well. Okay, just have to wait for the tree to rotate. See, that's one, it's an advantage, but also a disadvantage. So when you start putting certain ornaments on, you want to space them out. You have to wait for the tree to rotate all the way around so that you find your space where you want to put that ornament on. But you know what? It's a trade-off. I don't mind it at all, really. It just works out. It just works out well, so it takes a little time to do it. So let me go ahead and just find a spot over here. And there we are. I think I'll swap those. There. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Go ahead and put some more on. And there's that. And one more. Right there. Okay. Good. These have almost an Elsa Anna look. It's the thing is that these were not done for Elsa and Anna. Oh, Mike, thank you so much for putting the playlist there. I appreciate that. That's really nice. Let's see. Go ahead and do this. I like these. They actually look a little Frozen-like, but it's just a nice coincidence. Do that. And grab that there. This one can go there. This one can go here. I've been enjoying this actually, just talking with you and explaining how I do things. It's been a lot of fun. And thank you for asking questions. It's always nice to hear from people and see what they think and ideas of what they have or what they do. Are there any kind of traditions that you do when you're decorating a tree? I know for me, usually we're listening to music or we're watching a movie. Like in the background right now, we had been watching Auntie Mame. That's one movie that we watch a lot during Christmas decorating. Sam is finishing up the outdoor decor and has the tree setting up outside to air out a little. Then I'll bring it in tomorrow morning. Hey, awesome! That's fantastic! Lena, that's great. So we usually have Moonstruck is another movie that we watch a lot. My niece loves that movie, Moonstruck, so we'll watch that usually either decorating or wrapping packages. We have a tradition of watching Moonstruck. And this year, I think Ben might actually be working on maybe having another vlog for Life with Ben, where he has my niece and nephew wrapping packages, because generally they get into this kind of like almost fight. My niece just torments her brother. And so they kind of get into it. It's kind of funny to watch. It's that whole family chiding each other. It's really amusing. My niece and nephew crack us up all the time. So let's see. Put that up there so I don't step on my remote. I don't want to break that. Let me get the last of these ornaments up. Oh, I've got to wait for the tree to go halfway around. Oh, Noah, great. Glad to see that you're back from dinner. Where are you? Christmas, why can't I find you? Juan, I have no idea what you're looking for. Oh, by the way, Juan, I'm glad that you had dinner last night with Derek and Gregory. D&G did a live broadcast last night from Disneyland, and Juan met up with them for dinner a little later after that. Where did you guys go, by the way? I forgot to ask Derek and Gregory. So Juan, if you can just drop that in the chat, let me know. Let's see, where does this go? Oh, still waiting for it to finish going around the tree. Or was it over here? No, it was over here. There's that. And that. Okay. Those ornaments are on the tree. So it was great having Din with D&G. Oh, that's right. You're having fried chicken at Plaza Inn. Fried chicken. That actually sounds good. That's not what we're having for dinner, though. We're having chicken enchilada chili for dinner. Doug is reminding me it's on YouTube. We did a video of how to make chicken enchilada chili in the Instant Pot, and we made that recipe for dinner earlier this week. So we're having the leftovers tonight. It does great for leftovers. So we're gonna have that for dinner. I'm really looking forward to it. I really like the recipe. Where is the plug? Train plug. Are you missing something, Doug?
Where did the train plug go?
Oh, he's missing a train book. So
Train plug.
a train plug.
Remember it says trains?
Oh, yeah.
Where did it go?
Is it on the nightstand?
Oh, yes, it is.
Okay. He's getting things ready so I can start decorating the train tree right after this. Cargo, how you doing? Good to have you here. Let's see. Let me keep going with this. Again, people, everyone in the village, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. It's always nice to have everyone here. Generally, when you're doing a tree that's not themed like this, you want to keep ornaments that look alike apart from each other. But in this case, every ornament is a mouse head. So you kind of have to keep the mouse heads all together, just the way it works. What you can do is keep similar patterns and colors apart from each other. So.
Oh, so much dust.
Well, it gives us an opportunity to clean. It's always good. Okay, let's see. I'm just about done with this tree too.
Really?
I'm making good progress.
Okay. I would give that to you.
I mean, there's still, you know, a couple, 200, 300, 400 ornaments put on the tree, but at least I'm making progress. See, the way I've got this tree decorated already, some people may say, oh, you're done.
Oh, God, no.
It's not the way we do things here at PTV. Doug says I'm always looking for that extra space, somewhere to put some kind of ornament. And he's not wrong. I'm always looking to fill a hole on the tree somewhere. It's just the way it works. Okay. There we go, another tray. That's 3 trays done. Let's see, one. The tree looks so good, PTV. I have a challenge, an idea for a new tree, maybe black and white with sepia tones. A black and white tree. That's a good idea. I like that. I'll have to keep that in mind for next year. We do have a crystal tree, Juan, and it's going to be nothing but crystal and silver and glass ornaments. It's really nice. When it's all done, it's stunning, actually. People stop and say, this is my favorite tree. And then they go to another room and says, oh, this is my favorite tree. And then they say, oh, no, this is my favorite tree.
Yeah, that does happen.
Wow. Okay, so let's see. This one still needs a hook. I'm going to have to get that hook soon. Let me try another tray of ornaments. Again, more mouse heads. And this tray is full. Let me put this down here and I'll show you. Hi, Stacy. Okay, thank you. There's another, it's just another tray of ornaments. So, lots of space on the tree to put these ornaments on. So, yay. Let me see, I'll put this down. It's kind of awkward to hold the lid like that to put ornaments on the tree. So I try to keep the ornament as close as possible, the tray. It just makes it easier. Let's see. Oops. There we go. And I'll put this one down here. There we go. See, I'm already singing Christmas songs. Noah, I'm doing the same thing. We were listening to Christmas music earlier. There are a couple of videos that we follow on YouTube. There are a couple of channels, rather. They actually have some music. One of them is actually a loop of Christmas music from Kmart in 1974. So if you were to Google, if you do a YouTube search, Kmart Christmas music 1974, you'll find the video that we watch all the time. We listen to it all the time.
Snow, so look at the snow.
Yeah, you'll know it by the picture of a Kmart store, and there's snowflakes. So yeah, it's awesome. I love it. We listened to that music all the time. We did this morning as we were decorating. Okay. See how long? Oh my goodness, we've been on an hour and a half. I'm sorry. Did not mean to keep you all as long as I did. I mean, do you still want me to continue on? In the chat, type 1 for yes, 2 for no. If you want me to keep going, I can keep going because I still got the tree to decorate, and I can keep the stream going. Do you guys have the blue and silver Mickey headset? It's the same size as the red and white ones. The blue and silver. Do you have the blue and silver Mickey headset that is the same size as the red and white ones? The blue and silver. The only blue and silver I have, Cargo, is this size. It's a medium ornament. Okay, I will keep going, Pam. Cargo, it's this one here. This is the only blue and silver that I have. Okay, you used to work at Kmart. Cool. So it was your store, Kmart. There was a version of Jingle Bells that would get faster and faster, drove us crazy. I don't think I have that one. Oh my goodness, I don't have that recording because there are some recordings that I will listen to and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this is so awful. Oh, Mike, yes, okay, Mike, I will keep going. There's some songs, they're so bad, they're funny, so we keep listening. Let's see. I have, wow. Let's see, where can I put these? Yeah, there and here. Some of these ornaments, some of these mouse head ornaments, like this one here, is designed just a little differently than some of the others. Let me see if I can find one of those real old ones. Okay, Mike, for your sake, I'm also going to describe it. Samantha. How you doing, Samantha? Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining. So I have gold, silver, and bronze ornaments that have a round mouse ear that are glued to the ornament. And then I sent you a pic of my Peter Pan tree on Instagram. Oh, Cargo, I will take a look at that. Thank you so much. And then I have an ornament here. The ears that are glued on it are not quite round. They're more oblong, and they've got a flat side, and they put that there. Cargo. Cargo, you always crack me up. The one that has the flat side ear, these are the first ones that I remember Disneyland putting out probably about 15, 16 years ago. So I've had these a very long time. And then every year they would put out a different model, which is why I have so many different types, because I have no control. When I see something new, I have to have it. I mean, I'm pretty bad when it goes to Disneyland. Doug and I walk out. The way Doug puts it is that he doesn't feel like he's comfortable unless he's got a bag of plastic in his hand, holding that plastic bag that Disney has. I love the Disney tree and enjoy it like a merry-go-round. Yeah, this is just the mouse head tree. Just wait till you see the Disney tree. The Disney tree is 1,000 ornaments, and they're all Disney ornaments, of course, because it's the Disney tree. It even has the name Disney on the tree. Mike Wheeler, I think, mentioned in one of the streams that he used to have ornaments before his fire that spelled out the word Disney or the name Disney. I got those ornaments too. So, Mike, yes, they are there and they're awesome. I love those ornaments. So we put them on the tree so you actually see the name Disney spelled out. I just love that. Put those ornaments back and keep going here with these. Okay. Yes, it does. Yeah, you know what? Doug just mentioned something. Let me show you something here. You working in the bathroom over there on something? Oh, sorry. There we go. Here, I'm going to show you one thing here in a moment. Let me go around the light here. And, okay, so I'm going to flip it around here. And if you look, there's Doug.
That's in the bathroom.
This is in our bathroom, the guest bath. This is the snowman tree. Just a bunch of ornaments, all snowmen.
Well, there's a bunch of mirrors in here too.
Yeah, so
And the Lou's right
you'll
there.
you'll see.
Look at the wall artwork.
Hi, there I am. But yeah, this is the snowman tree. Kay, it's the place that you should be working for, K Mart. Yeah, not a single one of them has yellow snow. No, they don't. So yeah, this is here in our bathroom. And then I've got the little counter there ready to go for when the time comes. It just says 52 because you can't start counting with that calendar until it's about 30. I only have 2 blocks of numbers there. So you can only count from like 30, about 39 or so. But yeah, these are all the snowmen. And then this one in particular here, my sister made these out of buttons. She's very crafty, just like you, Cargo. So let's flip around. There we go. Where's Olaf? Oh, let me show you Olaf. Olaf is on the tree. Let's see, where did I have Olaf? I know I put him on here somewhere. Did I? Maybe I don't have Olaf on this one. No, I don't have Olaf on this one. That's right, I don't. The Disney ornament that I do have is the topper. It's an antenna topper. So I don't have Olaf on this tree. Olaf is on the Disney tree. I think I have 3 ornaments of Olaf. So I'll go ahead and put you back here. Yeah, see the light? That just always helps the videos. So we'll just get this back on the stand. And there we are. Ta-da! Yeah, Walt and Melissa are here. It's good to have them. Let's see, what else? Next ornaments. These are the last 3 of this style, then I can move on to the peppermint ones again. Okay. Let's keep going. How's it going in there, Doug? Oh, good. Doug's making a lot of progress on his books. There we go. I don't have many peppermint down here, so I think I'll put some more down here below. Okay, were there any other questions that people have? More than happy to answer any questions about how we decorate for Christmas. Myself, I was just about to say you need to add him to the tree. Mike, you know what? I might get an. If they have the Olaf ornaments at CVS this year, I might pick one up and put them on the snowman tree. So you're allergic to peppermint, huh? Yeah, you know, it's so pretty at Christmas time. I don't eat a lot of peppermint myself. Especially one thing that's very popular, peppermint bark. I don't really eat that stuff. I have a sweet tooth, but it's more for baked goods. And ice cream. I love ice cream. It's a problem sometimes. And I'll have to take you sometime with us when we go. I only have one Disney Christmas tree ornament. It's a Mickey hat. Bing bong? Smells like cotton candy. I have a Bing bong hat. The Mickey hat that's Bing bong? Yeah, I just got that. I just got that one, Juan. So that's on the Disney tree. But I have a little thing that we're gonna have to do. How many of you have seen the movie Up? If you've seen the movie Up, put a 1 in the chat. Let me know about that. Have you seen Up? With Mr. Fredrickson and Russell. The reason why I bring that up is because Russell, Noah, you've seen it. Russell at one point talks to Mr. Fredrickson about a place that his father used to take him for ice cream when he was a kid. And that place was called Fenton's. Now, the reason why I know that specific name is because when the writers of Up used the name Fenton's, they were talking about a real ice cream shop. That ice cream shop is close to Pixar. So Ben, Doug, and I will take you to Fenton's sometime. Maybe we'll even live stream from there, show you what it's like. It's on Squirrel. Yep, you're right. You know, it's funny. We have a squirrel that we put in our nostalgia tree, but the squirrel is not from anything like that. It's actually from the movie Christmas Vacation. Because when when the one Christmas tree they have burns up, because Uncle Leo, is it Leo or Louie? One of those, either Leo or Louie, lights a cigar, burns down the Christmas tree, so Clark goes to replace it. And then he chops down the tree from, yep, see, that's where we get Adventurers Out There from. That's where we get our tagline. So when Clark tears down Uncle Leo, that's it. I think it is Uncle Leo? Yeah, I think it's Uncle Leo. So the Griswolds, when Clark Griswold cuts down the tree of the neighbor's house, pulls it in, a squirrel's in the middle of the tree and ends up terrorizing the house, and the dog chases it all around. Well, we put a squirrel in the tree as a nod to that movie. So it's not the only movie we do a nod to when we're decorating, but it's one of them. Let's see. There we go.
20 years, it's just gotta go.
20 years?
Yeah, I'm finally getting rid of my
Oh, yeah.
the bag.
Doug has an old messenger bag that he's had for 20 years, and he has decided it's time to give it away. So he's putting it in the Goodwill pile. Can't bring myself to watch Christmas Vacation. Everyone tells me I need to, but I'm having a hard time getting past European Vacation. Oh, Stacy. Stay away from European Vacation. It's a horrible film. Christmas Vacation, different writer, different director, fantastic music. It's a great experience. I love Christmas Vacation. Let's see. You have, what was the movie called that you have fashioned the Morgan trees from? That movie's called The Most Wonderful Time of the Year. It is a Hallmark movie that runs of course, at this time during Countdown to Christmas. That movie features a mother whose son is having a problem with thinking Santa is not real. Well, her uncle comes to visit for Christmas, for the holidays, because the uncle's wife has passed away and the daughter is going to be by herself with her son. So the Uncle Ralph comes and spends Christmas with them. Well, while Uncle Ralph is at the airport, he meets up with this guy named Morgan, who helps the uncle out. The uncle is played by Henry Winkler, by the way. So they get to talking. They end up in first class together because of an upgrade due to a little shady dealing that Morgan does. But you know, it just moves the story along. So they bond in first class, and he's actually Morgan's on his way. Chicago's just a layover. He's supposed to go to Denver to meet up with someone else. He ends up staying in Chicago because Denver's snowed in. So he ends up with Ralph and Ralph's niece and nephew. And they have a great time. Yeah. Christmas Vacation is great. Don't watch European Vacation or Vegas Vacation. Just don't. It's all about Christmas Vacation. Stacey, you saw it in the theater twice? Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, you've got to watch Christmas Vacation. It's great. Anyway, Morgan ends up at their house. And this woman, trying to remember her name. I do not remember the character's name, but let's just call her Jessica. I know that's not her name, but I'll just say that I've got a name. So Jessica has Morgan and her Uncle Ralph there in the house. And Jessica has a very strict neighbor. She refers to her as the Christmas Nazi. Jennifer, that's it. Jennifer's her name. Thank you, Doug. So Jennifer has a neighbor, and she calls the neighbor a Christmas Nazi because all the houses on her cul-de-sac have to have white lights because all the houses are lit with white. Everything's outlined just like Christmas lights should be. Now, her house doesn't have the lights yet. Morgan puts them up for her because she doesn't want to be the only dark house on Christmas. Doug for the save, yes. So anyway, there she is, lights on, and then the neighbor comes over and tells Jennifer to come up. Jennifer, come here, I gotta show you something. She goes up and says, see, there's one red light there. And she says, I've got a light bulb. And Morgan comes out and says, oh, thank you very much, but that's actually, it's a tradition of ours. It's the story of the one red candle. It's a Portuguese tradition. I'm sure you've heard of it. So the one red light is there, and it bugs the neighbor. Just totally bugs the neighbor, and that's the whole point of it. Well, we have 2 trees that we put on top of our Disney collectibles closet. And these trees are all white lights, except for one red light. There's one red light on the tree. And that's a nod to the movie Most Wonderful Time of the Year. So we call those trees Morgan's trees. Long story for that payoff, so apologies, but I had to tell the story. Let me keep going with these ornaments. Wow, I'm almost done with this tray too. Okay, let's keep going. There we go, that. So I hope everyone's having a good afternoon. And now into the evening. It's getting close to the evening now. Hashtag missing Melissa. Oh. Yeah, Walt, I love that show. Yeah, you know it. I love that movie. It's why we do Morgan's Trees. It's one of my favorite ones. I also, not just the movie itself, but even the music and the background that they use for that movie is just clever. They take a lot of Christmas themes of different carols and different songs, and they use it in the background. Hysterical. As a music major, I really do appreciate the musical touch of that film. Doug wants me to compose some music like that for our videos as we do them at Christmas, but I haven't focused on doing that. I've been doing other things, so maybe next year I'll be able to compose some music. Let's see, 6:55 here. Oh, cargo, of course. Canada. On the East Coast. That's Eastern time. It seems so many of our village is on the East Coast, but that's because, well, it's Walt Disney World. Well, gotta go. Great stream. Thank you so much, Nathan. Appreciate you being here. I am still going with some of these ornaments. Let's see. Here we go. And inside and inside. We do a lot of layering on our crystal tree, by the way. One thing that we have is the traditional ornaments. We have silver, just the regular silver baubles or balls that we have. And those particular ornaments for the crystal tree, we put them all on the inside of the tree. And people say, well, aren't you hiding them? And I said, not really. What they're doing is those particular silver ornaments are acting like mirrors. So they reflect the light out of the tree itself. Now, you'll also see when I do the tree, the way I light it, it goes from inside the trunk. I start back there on the branch and I work up one side and then I go back down the other so that the entire branch is filled with lights. Same thing with the crystal tree. When I do that, it gives you a lot of light on the inside of the tree as well. And to reflect all that light out, we put the silver ornaments in there and it gets much brighter. And we also use twinkle lights. That also helps. But we really don't need to do that. I just like it. I just like the effect. The twinkle lights, I'm very fond of twinkle lights. This one does not twinkle, but as the tree rotates, it looks like it does. So my cats are not happy about Nana being in the tree. Cargo, you have Nana in the tree? Okay. I missed that. What was that, Cargo? It's currently colder inside than out. Oh my goodness. Cargo, I'm so sorry. Yeah, for us, it's a warm day. It's approaching 80 degrees here Fahrenheit. It's a warm day.
What do we have inside the house? Well, we'll see. Outside says, in the backyard says 77.
It's 77 degrees outside in the backyard, according to Doug.
18% humidity.
Yeah, but yeah, only 18% humidity. The winds have not yet shifted enough so that we get good breezes in from the ocean, because we usually get most of our humidity as a cold humidity coming in from the Pacific Ocean, but we just haven't gotten that yet. Another empty tray. Yeah, I'll use that for another one. There, that's better. Okay, that tray is now completely on the tree. Let's go ahead and start with the next tray. This is going to be a lot of these disc ornaments, all mouse heads. Now, this one is from Disney's California Adventure from 2001. There was a show called Luminaria. That was a cool show. Unfortunately, I never got to see it in person because the night that I saw it, they had to cancel the show, which they had to cancel half the performances for it anyway because of the way the winds were at California Adventure. If the winds weren't blowing just right, the smoke would settle inside Paradise Bay and choke everyone as they watched the show. So the winds had to be just right in order for the show to succeed. Unfortunately, a lot of the time, it didn't work. Doug saw it once. He said it was awesome. And I've seen a video of it. But after that particular showing of Luminaria that season, they stopped doing the show. And they stopped doing it because of the logistic problems that they had with pyrotechnics in that area of the park. So that's just the way it is. But instead of that, we had to wait another 9 years for a nighttime show. Now we have World of Color. And I must say, it's a good trade-off. World of Color is a beautiful show. Don't you think so, Doug? Don't you think World of Color is an awesome show?
Oh, absolutely. It's beautiful.
Yeah, he agrees. And the old logo of California Adventure. So they always thought, a lot of people used to think that the bear there, the grizzly bear, looked like kind of the California raisin. Yeah, Stacy, I love World of Color too. Doug, Cargo wants to know if you're making hot chocolate for everyone in the chat.
No.
Cargo, no. He's working in the office at the moment, organizing some books and cleaning a space for the YouTube tree for this year. So we got to get that one done too. Let me get some more of those same disc ornaments. Okay. When I get some of these bigger ones, I start to move ornaments around so that they hang a little better. Like I said, never be afraid to move an ornament on a tree if it means that ornaments that you have that are a little bigger are going to look better in spots. Don't mind me, I'm just out of camera at the moment because I'm hanging some ornaments here, but I'm here. Let me get another space for this one. Let's see. Just the right space for it. You know what? Yeah, I'll do this instead. There we go. No. There we go. That's a little better. Let's see. I have a few more of those discs that need to be hung. And I have this big one that needs to go up as well. So let me get a good spot for this one. There we go. Yeah, that's much better there. Okay, let's see. Any questions that are coming in? Looks like a bear in the morning. You always thought the bear looked like a wolf, huh? See, all this decorating and not a single white glove was harmed in the process. Nope, no white gloves for hanging ornaments. I don't really look at the ornaments as collectibles. Not like Doug has all of his collectibles, so. I think it's just fine to do it without gloves on. Now, when I do wear gloves, it's because I'm bending the branches on the tree itself and putting the lights on. And the only reason why is that's happening is because otherwise my hands get poked a lot. It's not a real tree. Real trees don't poke as much as these fake trees because they're all wires and everything. So it's easier if you use gloves, specifically batting gloves for baseball. Those work really well. Let's see. Let's try that there. I'll move this up here. And I'll put this one here. There we go. That's a little better. The big Mickey, gold Mickey star. Yeah, you know, I do too. Okay, let's see. I actually want to see that says Luminaria, so I'll hang it the other way. There we go, that's better. Oh, this is really starting to come together. Now this tree, when it's all done, does not have a garland. Let's see, kind of like Buzz in Spanish mode, Stacy. PSA, do not style this down on the mouse pad or a laptop computer. It'll make your computer go crazy. Yeah, you know what? That is the case. That will happen. Let's see. I have 2 more of these to put on. Put that one there. Hey there, hi there, ho 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 there. It's Mickey Mouse Club. There we go. Now, I'm gonna hang one of my favorite ones. Spaceship Earth. I like this one a lot. I love this one. Yeah, that looks pretty good there. Yeah, that'll work. And let me find one more space for this. That'll do. Yeah, that'll do. Great. Got that set now. I don't have many big ornaments left. This is the biggest one I have left. Just a bunch of jingle bells if I'm not, I may have picked this one up in Canada when I was at Epcot. So it's kind of a rustic look. I like this one. I'll be right back. Just have to go down here and hang it up. And there we go. There it is. That's done. And now I get some of these wrought iron ones and put them on. And one last one. This one's burgundy. So I put this one on. Let's see. I think it'll go right there. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. There we go. Another empty tray. That means I have 2 trays left. That's it. And in this case, I usually put more of these keychains up toward the top because they're a little smaller. Okay. And there we go. And there we go. 2 more left. One there. And one there. Good. That's done. Now let's see. I have the last of my fancy medium-sized ones. That's like this. I have 3 of these. One broke. So used to have, I think it was a blue one. I had red, gold, green, and I think blue. Or it could have been silver. But they're nice. I like these. Let's see, where can I put this? Got the spot for it. There we go. There we go. One more. That'll go right there. There we go. Not bad. That's pretty good. Okay. Then I have a set of these. Mini, or kind of a medium spring. And these I have gold, silver, blue, and red. So now it's time to put these on. And let's see where I can start. Here's one. Then comes a red. Put that right there. There we go. And silver. looks better there. And finally, blue. Yeah, right here. There we go. Nice. That's done. Now I have these left. 20 some odd of these. And then I've got keychains left. So that's about it. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and start with these. How are things going in the chat? Lots of questions here. Arnie, I have an idea for a tree next year for you guys. We're going to have to buy white gloves and autograph them and mail the signed gloves for ornaments just for Doug. Stacy, I absolutely love that idea. But even more than a tree, I think I'd probably do those on a garland and hang those around. So I love that idea. I think it's great.
I hear my name said in vain.
No, Doug, this is Stacy. She says that she has an idea for a tree for next year. She says, we're going to buy white gloves and autograph them and mail the signed gloves to you for ornaments.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So
Where are
right here.
Oh, where are we? Oh, there we are. I'm looking over here.
Oh,
Wow,
Ponto,
the thing looks
Ponto,
really good.
thank you. He's still listening. He's focused on some work on an internship. Zachary, hi. You have a question?
This tree has so many ornaments. It
Yes,
looks
it
really
does.
good. It looks really, really good.
Thank you.
Wow. Progress.
A lot of progress.
Progress City.
Hey, Dizzer Dream. Thanks for being here. Okay. I'm decorating the mouse head tree. For those of you that have joined recently, this is the mouse head tree. If it has 3 circles like that, it's on this tree. There are between 500 and 600 ornaments on this tree. I've lost count since the last time I took inventory. But it's a lot. And everyone here in my village has been keeping me company as I do it. So thank you very much. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see. What was that other things? So Zach, you said that you had a question. Feel free to ask. See, we were just listening to Holy. Oh, Holly's on Sirius XM now. Very good. I like it when they do the Grill Classics station. It's not the first one they usually do. I know they've got a Hallmark channel. They have Holly, and then they have like a Christmas classic channel. I like the classics ones. When I listen to Christmas music, I don't want to hear All I Want for Christmas Is You. I generally want to hear things like Bing Crosby, Frank Sinatra, you know, the older standards. So, but that's just me. We have a lot of instrumental music that we listen to during the season as well. Ben and I, well, Ben mostly, collects Christmas music. And so he probably has, if he were to push the play button on a playlist of Christmas music, I think this music can go for about 5 days without repeating a track. That's how much he has. So, as much as we like our Christmas ornaments, we do the same thing with Christmas music. He's always looking in bargain bins at like Target and Walmart, also in thrift shops like Goodwill, St. Vincent de Paul. He'll go into there just looking for Christmas music. And you know what? He finds DVDs or CDs all the time. Just never know what you're going to find. So he has quite a collection. And now he's been doing a lot of downloading on digital too. So he's been having a lot of fun with that. Wow. I always forget how full this tree gets. But it's coming together. Let's see. Try the Celtic women. They have beautiful voices. Yes, they do. Yes, they do, Pam. I agree. Stacy, my mom and I have a game we play every year. She likes to play the Christmas music channel on TV, and we guess who the singer is. It's actually, I love that game, Stacy. And Ben and I always try and guess those things too. It's a lot of fun. Okay. Down to just the last of the few more of these glass ball ornaments. And then the last ornaments I have to put on are keychains. And that's it. Let's see. Wow. Yeah, just about done. 2 more ornaments here. These glass mouse heads. And right here. There we go. Another empty tray. Now, this one is nothing but a lot of keychains. So, just lots of keychains on this one. Let's see. Stacey Rogers, yes, I love that game. I love the Nat King Cole. I love listening to Nat King Cole. Head over to my parents to play some games. Lena, that sounds fun. That's awesome. So now I just grab a handful. These are not really delicate ornaments, fortunately. They're just keychains. They're meant to kind of like bop around in a pocket or a bag. So they're easy to take care of. Throw them all in a single box when I take care of them. Oh, and yeah, some of them personalized at Disneyland. They even put a little mouse head on the eye. But these go a lot faster than any of the other ornaments. I'm just looking for a free tip. A tip that doesn't have an ornament on it. And these keychains act almost like an icing. Same way as the antenna balls. So I can easily fill holes that don't have an ornament or a gap of some type to fill. And there we go. It goes on very quickly, very easy. Like I said, I'm just looking for an empty tip. And they do go quickly. Always make sure to look up and down the tree, for, especially when you're putting on your last ornaments. Look for the holes. Look for holes on the tree and then put your ornament there. Another handful of ornaments here. Whoops. Like I said, they're easy to handle. There we go. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, these ornaments are fun to collect. I do a lot of, anytime I go to Disneyland or Walt Disney World, I'm always searching for an opportunity to put something on a tree. I mean, that cup from Red Rocket's Pizza Port that was there earlier. Oh, hello, Duke Family Chronicles. Thanks for joining. Just decorating my mouse head tree in the master bedroom. So anyway, I look for opportunities for anything that I can put on a Christmas tree. It's interesting. A lot of people have never really thought about putting keychains on a Christmas tree. I've been doing it for years that way. It's a great way to fill in holes on your tree. And besides, they look nice. Just like pins go on my Dalmatian tree. You'll see a lot of pins there. As a matter of fact, the Dalmatian tree, hello, Chills. Good to have you here. You'll see a lot of pins on my Dalmatian tree. That tree is actually 101 Dalmatians, 101 black spots, and each of the black spots has a Disney pin on it. And then I have Cruella that sits on top. That's a fun tree to decorate. And to show people, because people are like, wow, where did you get the Dalmatians? McDonald's. Back in the mid-90s when they did a live-action version of 101 Dalmatians starring Glenn Close as Cruella, they did a toy promotion. 101 toys, but you never knew what the toy was going to be. They put them in plastic bags that were mysteries. Well, after 7 or 8 burger Happy Meals, I thought, I can't do this. This is going to make me sick. So I went to the manager of the store and said, is there a way for me to get all these toys without having to eat 101 meals? And they said, oh yeah, here's an order form. So they gave me the order form. I mailed it along with a check to a place, I think it was in like Illinois. And 6-8 weeks later, I got my box of ornaments. And they came in a collector's box and everything. It was really cool. Okay. Looking for holes on the tree. Just free branch tips. When you have 500 or 600 ornaments, you look for any place you can put the ornament. And then when people come to see the tree, they don't get tired of looking at it because there's always something new, something different to look at. Especially when the tree rotates. Hey, Dances with Goofy, thanks for joining. Yeah. Let's get a bigger one there. Okay. Again, everyone, thanks for just sticking with me as I decorate. It's been fun having you all watch the stream and watch as I transform a bear tree into the mouse head tree here in the master bedroom at the villa. Okay, not many more left. Still going. Okay. Oh yeah, that's a test track. Forgot about that one. Sometimes you always forget. You know, when you have hundreds, well, thousands of ornaments, sometimes you forget about one. I always thought that one out. Oh, that's cool. I like that. It's just a mouse head with the dummy signal, the black and yellow check thing. It's a mouse head, has test track on it. Picked that one up a long time ago. Okay, this one's gonna need a nice specific branch. I'll put that one down. Oh, here's one. I personally like this one. Hurricane Mickey from Disney Quest. I liked this when I saw that. My mom said you have to have that keychain, and I did not disagree. And then this one is several little acrylic mouse heads. So I need to find a good dangly branch for this one. Kind of like that. And this is actually a pin. This is a Disney pin. They made this one in 2006. So, see, there's the back. But I put the backer, if it were right side up, you'd actually see it. So I turn it the other way around so you don't see the pin back on it. And I just hang it as an ornament. And there it goes. I don't have much left in the way of keychains. See, there's still some in the box, but I'll get them all on the tree. And let's see. There we go, that's better. Go, and there, and there, and yet another 50th anniversary one. European mail time stuff is a little tricky. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I have to send you a Christmas card, though I'm not sure if it would arrive too early or on time or when to exactly send it. Pato, go ahead and send it now. It would get here. Well, right now we're starting to celebrate Christmas already. So officially Christmas is December 25th through January 5th. That's the 12 days of Christmas. And then Epiphany is on January 6th. Some of you have asked, when do you take down your trees? We usually leave the Christmas forest up in place until January 6th, Epiphany. Once Epiphany starts, then we start taking everything down. But we like celebrating the 12 days of Christmas. Okay, I've got the last of the keychains here. And another Hurricane Mickey one that I really like. It's a dangler keychain. So it's got 3 of them. Thank you, Kay. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And over here, a lot of holes to fill on this tree. Okay, let's see. Nope, that doesn't work. Let's try another thing. And we'll try right here. There we go. That's a little better. That works. Okay. There's that. And then we have a few more keychains to put on. Let's see. There we go. Not much left, everyone. Okay, there's that. And wow, just 3 more keychains. Well, two keychains and a lanyard, and then I have the 1 keychain that I got from Alani that I still have to go find and put on the tree. And let's see. Here we go. Lanyard, medallion, and 1 last keychain there. Okay, that's pretty much it. I just have antenna balls left to put on, and then the tree will be complete. So pretty much. Let me go ahead and give you a close-up of all the ornaments now on the tree. Have fun, Lena. So here we go. Plug into a power source. Let's see. Here's the tree. Let me give you the effect of how they all look on the tree. And you see all the ornaments on the tree. All the different types of mouse heads. Thanks for joining, Lena. Have a great time playing games tonight. Pato. I like that one and that one and that one. Yeah, you know what? You're right, Mike. It is easily hypnotizing by a rotating Christmas tree. It's very easy. But all the ornaments are different. They're all mouse heads, but they're all different. And then I have those little cages there. They have mouse heads on them. And one of them here, actually, it's interesting. This one actually has, let me show you. This actually has mouse heads inside it that used to be part of a garland that I had that was Mickey Mouse heads that I used to put on this tree. Unfortunately, that garland just kind of fell apart, so I couldn't do it anymore. Sad, but that's what happens when you use your ornaments and you use your stuff over and over. So, yeah. Put down that ornament. Put it back on the tree. Wait, I thought it was an Oswald, but light shone fuddy on it. No, Oswald's only on the Disney tree in the living room. But here, let me come down a little. Oh, thank you so much, Captain Akron. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. And it just goes all the way down. But you see, that one's dated 2007. That Luminaria ornament is from 2001. I've been collecting for over 20 years. Actually, if it comes right down to it, I've been collecting over 40 years, Christmas ornaments. And the oldest ornaments I have are from my grandmother. I want my own. Yeah, it takes a long time to collect them. Oh, Pato, that'd be cool. If you do that, please post it on Instagram and so you can show us all if you do that. That'd be great. And then you'll see inside, like right here, that's one of the mouse head lights. There are 40 light bulbs on the tree that are mouse heads, so they're all on the inside to illuminate the interior of the tree. But that's the mouse head tree. Pretty much done with the exception of the antenna balls. I've got that one antenna ball there, so I'm going to go ahead and put the others on. But I think I may be calling an end to the stream. My battery's starting to run out on my phone. I want to make sure that I get some battery. I've got a little juice coming into it now, but it's also starting to get pretty hot. So I'll probably cool off the phone. And then if I can, I might try and stream another tree tomorrow as I decorate it. But we'll think about that and see how it goes. Everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. There we go. Thank you for joining me today. And remember, this was the Daily Dose of Disney. It started as the Daily Dose, but thank you so much for joining me for this adventure of decorating the Christmas tree. So, Juan, you want an all-day stream? Not this week. Maybe in a couple of weeks we'll do an all-day stream where we're just streaming for 12 hours. So, everyone, thank you so much for staying with me this time. I've really enjoyed spending time with you. It's been a lot of fun. In the meantime, everyone, have a magical evening and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow with another edition of the Daily Dose. And then, but tomorrow, a new stream, right? I will see what I can do about tomorrow. We might actually make that work for you. But it's been a lot of fun hanging out with you, everyone. So thank you so much. I will talk with you tomorrow for another edition of the Daily Dose. And who knows, maybe decorating a Christmas tree. I'll catch you later. Bye, everyone.